I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Let's get into it. We're going to cook up some mussels, garlic, white wine, shallots, you name it, right here on the Rolling Grill. Yeah, boy! All right, in the saucepan over medium heat, let's add some butter. We're going to cook this butter down on medium heat, moving it around, making sure to keep our pan nice and warm. We don't want to burn the butter. This next step is totally optional. I'm adding small diced hickory smoked sausage. I just like the flavor that it gives to the mussels. Again, totally optional. You do not have to add it, but if you add it, cook it down for about 5 minutes in the butter. To give it a little bit of heat, just gonna work in some red pepper flakes. Totally optional again. Cook it in with the sausage. About 5 minutes, good to go. All right, next up, garlic. You cannot have mussels without some good garlic. And we're just gonna work these into the sausage and butter mixture and cook it down for an additional 2 minutes. And we are almost good to go. All right, what I'm adding next is what I call my green seasoning. This is minced down parsley, cilantro, and thyme. And I'm just gonna add like 2 tablespoons to this dish. Usually people add this at the end, they'll add fresh parsley or whatever. I like to add it in the butter mixture. I'm not trying to cook it too long. I just really wanna brighten it up and open it up with the heat. And it's gonna add some amazing flavor to these mussels, especially when you start to scooping up that juju. All right, right now I'm gonna add my party dust seasoning. You could add Lawry's, you could add Old Bay, you could add Cajun seasoning. I just like to add something to this butter mixture to give it a little more punch and a little more flavor. Next up is 1.5 cups of white wine. This is a Chardonnay wine. You can use a Sauvignon Blanc, but as always, I know you heard it before, use one that you like to drink. And we're just gonna cook this down. I'm gonna bring the heat up and I'm gonna cook this down for probably like an additional 5 minutes because I wanna get all the flavors worked in. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. This is what you wanna see. Now we're gonna cut the heat down and get the mussels added. All right, now we wanna add the mussels to our hot broth. And basically what we're gonna do now is put the lid on top of this and cook this down for about 2 minutes. Hey, if you don't have a lid to your pot, just use a plate. It works every time. All right, it's been about 2 minutes. Now we want to work that hot juju around these mussels. We want to move them around a little bit just so everybody can get a little bit of that juju inside of them. All right, then we're going to put the lid back on for an additional 2 minutes and continue to cook. All right, it's time to remove the lid. And there we go, folks. Beautiful steamed mussels. There you have it, folks. Beautiful steamed mussels. I grated a little bit of lemon zest on top, added a little chopped chives and parsley on top. And there we have it, y'all.